Hello, this is my technical portfolio. We're going to start with the first little box of things. And the first title sequence I'm going to look at is the Captain America Winter Soldier one. Because, it's a good film, isn't it? Just turn it down a bit so you can hear me talk. Yeah, it's full screen as well. There we go. This was made just really quite simply, really. It's just like there, you've got the names just kind of flashing up, just as you do with like a text thing, and then you've just got the rest of the images just motion tracked around the screen, which is pretty simple, really. I wouldn't know how to do that stuff, but as you do. Yeah, it's just lots of block shapes as well. So that's that one. Then the Casino Royale one is the next one I've chosen, because it's good. This one's got more live action kind of shots in it when the wonderful internet loads. Here we go. So this is the bit leading up to it. There we go. James Bond. There we go. So yeah, that's much the same as the Captain America type one. Just lots of shapes floating around the screen using the motion tracking, and then just the text. And then there, that's live action because he's moving. So they've filmed, and that hand there, they've filmed the hand, and then they've just made the hand like a silhouette. And like with Daniel Craig there, they've just made him a silhouette type thing, and given him the effects of the rest of the title sequence to help him fit in. But that was originally filmed just as a normal thing, and they've fit him in. I've got to talk about the target audiences. The target audiences are, people watching the film, so they're already being drawn in. So yeah, I guess it's just James Bond fans, so slightly, interesting people. But I like James Bond, it's all good. Yeah, and the final one I've decided to do is a slightly more simpler one. They're quite technical. Is the Friends title sequence, which is got to be my favourite one. That's just really simple. It's just edited together, and then they've got, wait for it, they've got the they've got just the names put over the top, just like on the text. And we'll cover that later on when I get into After Effects and have a go myself. There we go. So I like all of them. I think they're all very good. I like the Friends theme tune. I like the theme tune. I like the title sequence because it's just a little bit more simple. But I think that fits the target audience as well. It's just a really quick sort of thing that's shown every week on the programme, just out of the way quickly. So I think it fits its purpose very well, and it's very simple to achieve as well. And I really like it. I think it's effective too. The Captain America one, I think, is again very good. It's interestingly put at the end of the film, which I think is a bit weird. So I don't particularly like that, but what it actually is great. I really like it, and the block colours I think work really well, and I think the music as well works with that again to appeal to the sort of people, like the superhero type people. So on to the second bit, and this is After Effects. We've got to talk about the workspace. So what we've got here is we've got the composition window. That's just where you see your final product, and so you can see what's going on while you're building it and stuff. Down here you've got the timeline, so that's where you can put where different things are coming in and out, and do little effects, which we're going to go into in a bit. Up here we've got the project window, where you've got all of your different files and folders that you've got in the windows and stuff. Up here you've got your information, so you've got the amount of reds, greens, blues, all in the shot, and then the XY coordinates of the mouse are up there as well. We've also got the audio levels, so if you're doing audio you can fiddle with the levels like that. I've got nothing to fiddle with yet because I've not got any audio in there. That's just the preview bit, that just controls the composition bit. And down here you've got the effects and presets, which again we're going to go into later, but you can put on your effects like color correction you can do there, and you can blur the images in like tactical blur and stuff like that. And then so yeah, we'll do some of that now. So when you want to import a file into After Effects, you go File at the top here. There are many ways, this is how I like to do it. And then you can go to Import and then File there. And there are two things I'm going to import, two pictures of cars, because what else? I've done that. Oh, it's because I'm in caps locks there. Oh, there we go, and I've now got my images. Don't need this one, so this is how you delete in After Effects. Control click. No, don't know where that's gone, so I'll just move that to the bottom. Right, there we go. So I've got the two images here. And I'm just going to drop those into the timeline. So here's my picture of my Porsche. That's gone very big because it's of the original size. And then I'm just going to drag down my Rallycross picture as well. So my Rallycross picture at the bottom there, my Porsche at the top, there we go. So if I want to swap those round, that means that in the actual shot, the Porsche is all you can see because it's layered up, so whatever's on the top is what you see on the shot. So if I was then going to want that to swap round, so you saw the Rallycross picture instead, like or over the top, you just drag it down in the timeline just down there and let go, and then, oh, let's try that again. No, not working, is it? Yeah, there we go. And then you've dragged those round and you've got the Rallycross picture there on the top of the frame. So that's how you move layers in the timeline rather. Duplicating layers, you have to select the layer, so we're going to do this one, and then edit up here on the top, and then you just got to go onto duplicate there. You can also do that with Command D, and all that does is just duplicate it so you've got another copy of that image. So there's just one there and one there as well. Radial blur, this is one of the effects and presets that you can use on the images, or the same on footage as well, just to make it look more exciting, just using the effects and presets window down here. You just got to type in radial blur down there, just selects that and just drag and drop the radial blur effect to where you want it to be in the image, and that just applies an effect of, well, just makes it look, it's like a rounded blur type thing. Then you can just adjust the center using these toggles here and the amount it blurs. So the more you do it, it obviously looks a little bit silly, and then the less it's just less stronger. I think it looks better with less of it, but that's because I don't particularly like the effect. Then you've got the transforming properties, bits like that. So if we just go back onto the picture of the Porsche, which is less mucked up, you've got, if you go down here, you can go on to transform, just on that. So down here you've got all of the transformations. Yep, down there, transformations. I'm going to zoom in a bit as well, so you can see what's going on down there. There we go. So if I want to change the anchor point is the point of which it something pivots. So if I then zoom out, you can see what I'm doing. I'm changing the title up the top. So yeah, the anchor point is the point in which the text pivots. So if I make the anchor point, if I change it to this point, it's going to change there. So when I then rotate, hold on, that's the point of which it rotates on. So then if I change the anchor point to down there, it's going to change on the bottom of the R there. And that's where it rotates. So that is the anchor point. I'm just going to change that back. Anchor point, so yeah, it's a point of rotation really. And that's then the rotation tool as well. Scale is the size. You can just drag that same way as the other ones. Position, first one is whether you want it to a side, and then to the right there you can make it go up or down. And then the opacity, which is how transparent the writing is, or whatever it is that you're changing the opacity of. So that's at 29% and it's almost visible, 50% halfway obviously, and then 100% you can see the whole thing. You can also do keyframes and stuff like that. So keyframe wise, I'm at the start of my timeline there. If I put a keyframe, if I'm going to change the position, click the little stopwatch down here on the position, and then drag to 8 seconds in, and then change the position to down the bottom of the page, and then put in another keyframe, which is there. If I then play that, the writing comes down, and it takes 8 seconds to do it to that point. So if I then move that keyframe to the 2 second mark, it will do it a lot quicker because it's only got 2 seconds to move. So that's keyframes. So the bullet train effect is the next one. I've had a slight technical difficulty, so I've had to back out of After Effects and reload it. So that's why there's only one image on there now. Bullet train effect, that was the next one. That's a text only effect, so you want to go to text right at the top here, and click that, and select where you want it to go. Then you type in, I'm going to type in World Rally Cross, which is what the championship is in that. From the picture that I've taken there. That is my picture, obviously, because it's very good. And I now need to sort that out. There you go, text down here. So I want to go on the transform options and these text options down here. So I want to make it bigger, don't I? Here it is. Much nicer and bigger now. And then position, you've got to remember to highlight it. I need to make that slightly smaller. If you don't highlight it, then it doesn't make a difference particularly. Then position, put it up to the top there. So there you go, you can see where I've written that in there. Then the bullet train effect, you've got to select it there and then come back over to our effects and presets, and again just type in bullet train, it's just down there, drag it across and drop it onto that image there, and when you press play you've got your bullet train effect all in, as you can see there. I'm going to play it again because it's really cool. There we go, one more time. Way. So there you go, that is the bullet train effect.